just lay people. We are not affiliated with Free Play Corporate and its subsidiaries in any way. Our opinions are our own and amazing and accurate.
Yes.
So that's true of all of us. And Free Play only begrudgingly lets us tell you them. I'm just kidding. They're cool. They're cool. But if we say something crazy, don't sue them.
Yeah.
That's
It's just
basically-
us. It's a good disclaimer.
Come at us. Mostly
Come at
because I don't care.
Mike, start your comedy routine.
To bring it back to me real quick.
Some well-timed spam there.
Red accents, red accents, red accents. This is the only time I'm gonna do this. Red accents, red accents.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Mike B, coming at you live from the hallowed grounds of Free Play Arcade in Richardson, Texas. This is the Red Accent Show with this week myself as the host, introducing the co-host for this week, the man himself, Mr. Josh Featherstone. Josh, say hello.
Hello, good evening. It is I, Mike B.
No, you're Josh.
Oh, all right.
You're Josh.
Okay.
I'm Mike B.
All right.
I'm
Okay.
Mike B.
Okay. All right.
Our fearless leader, Chase, he is on assignment this week, but he
Yes.
will be back soon.
Can we talk about that?
Well,
No.
he'll
Okay.
be- yeah,
All right.
He'll be back
On
soon.
assignment.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, he is on assignment this week. He is doing Chase things. All right. So how's everyone doing tonight? You doing good?
Doing well. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good
Okay.
night. Good night
Yeah.
to be at the arcade as always.
Yeah, it is. It's been a hectic weekend for me. We'll get into that later.
Sure.
But
it's AC. It's cool in here.
Yes.
Come to the arcade.
yes,
Chill
it is.
out.
It is cool.
Pay $10 for the AC if nothing else.
Yeah, if anything, just pay
Yeah.
for that because yes, I just came from outside right now, in my car fighting Dallas traffic, and I'm thankful that I did put a nice undershirt on just to keep the moisture down.
I don't know why I wore sleeves. I messed up.
No, yeah,
Man.
yeah, we're gonna have to work on that.
All right.
I could definitely take care of that for you. I have plenty of sleeveless shirts.
All right.
Absolutely. Now, well, you know what? Let's just go into the show here, folks. Let's just
do it.
kind of go over everything that we normally have going on. We usually recap previous events. We talk about future events.
Sure.
And of course, coming up on tonight's show, what we have like a musical theme kind of for tonight's show.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely love music here. I of course am the DJ for Free Play Arcade. You'll catch me performing at various events that they do. So with that being said, I have a couple of unofficially nicknamed snow cone scoops for you.
Let's do it.
Okay. That Scoops died last week? Wait a minute. I wasn't here for that. I wasn't here for that. Well, okay.
It's possible that its death was greatly exaggerated.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess more on that later then.
That's the scoop right there.
Oh, it's going right
Let's
now?
have the big
Okay.
scoop that
Oh.
it is both dead and alive.
It's both dead and alive? What?
It's
What's going-
Schrodinger's snow cone scoops.
Wow. That is so unfortunate. Wow. Okay, well, I guess I just have some scoops for you then. Okay, let's see here. A couple of scoops I have real quick as things are going on behind me. A couple of things that I've noticed throughout my returns to the arcades here in the past couple of years and playing home. Hello. What we have? Hello. Uh-oh.
Is this live?
Is this
from
live?
the underworld?
Uh-oh. What do we have here? Uh-oh.
Oh,
I
man.
hear something. I hear like a ghost.
It's that or it's a dog that needs to come inside. I can't tell which it is. I think it's a ghost. I think you're right.
I hear a ghost.
This is the ghost.
It's like a faint ghost. I
Come
hear
to us, ghost.
from the outer world. Hello, ghost.
Why did you kill me?
Oh no.
Oh, that's spooky.
I'm kind of scared, Josh.
I am. It's gonna take your hand off my leg.
Sorry, I'm
all right.
a little nervous.
It's okay.
It's so cold here.
Oh my gosh,
So
what is happening?
cold.
What is happening? Josh, can you hold me?
I can. I've got a Ouija board here, right on the table,
Someone-
and it is pointing to an S. C. Is this the ghost of Snow Cone Scoops?
Hello.
Oh no, this is Miss Doubtfire. Okay.
Oh no.
It's so cold, Scoob.
Snow Cone Scoops, talk to us. Are you okay? What is the afterlife like?
It's so cold here. It's so
You're a snow cone. It's supposed to be cold. It's okay.
I'm sitting between some Jamaican rum and some tiger blood.
Oh no.
It's so cold, Michael. Why did you kill me?
Why, Mike? Why were you not here to defend the Scoops?
Well, I was on assignment last time we had Red Accent.
This
so I
assignment
wasn't
was
here.
more important than Scoops, than the
Well-
life of Scoops.
I mean,
More important than you, Michael. I am the snow cone.
what? Why? Why is this happening? And why is my face in a snow cone?
Snow Cone Scoops, who have you seen in the afterworld? Have you met any tiger's blood or blue raspberries?
Do you see the Pac-Man ghost?
Do you remember the time we were talking about WWF
Oh dear.
Rage in the Cage on Sega CD? And then
Snow
Rick
Cone
Malone
Snoops, are you on an
was
AT&T cell phone? Because we cannot hear you very well.
I didn't know they had AT&T service down there.
They don't have AT&T service anywhere. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Ooh. More on that later. The ghost is still cold.
It's still cold.
It's still
Again, you
cold.
are a snow cone.
It's
If
summer.
you were warm, that's a problem.
I'm a snow cone Scoob.
Oh man. What is happening?
Remember the time we were talking about WWF Rage in the Cage? And then
The
Rick
Rage in the
Malone
Cage?
Martel subscribe to us on Twitch.
Was that when Undertaker threw Mankind through a table?
That was Hell in the Cell.
Oh,
Rage
no.
in the Cage could be the Sega CD game.
Oh,
He
man.
put us in the
R.I.P.
Boston
Sega CD.
Crab.
Oh.
It was so spooky.
Oh man. Okay, well,
Scoops, it's been good to have this session. We're feeling good to know that you're okay in the great beyond.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh,
Bye.
okay. Well, that's even better
tomorrow.
news.
Wow.
All
okay.
right.
Well, all right.
I guess we are
Wow.
going to be haunted by the ghost of Snow Cone Scoops, and
I'm
it
glad
couldn't be better.
I'm glad I took my hand off your leg before the camera shot came
I'm not
back
going
to
to say
us.
I'm glad about it, but it's over now.
That's fine. Okay. Well, I guess contrary to popular belief, I still have a couple of scoops for you, though, even though Snow Cone is the unofficial name. Uh-oh, Josh looks like he's
Good.
plugging in things that's wrong camera here.
Hello.
Hello. There's Josh.
No,
You know, you were...
focus on you now.
yes, let's focus on me. You know, real quick,
Yeah,
you know, you were great in Star Trek Next Generation. I just want you to know that.
thank you.
I really, really appreciate your perforance on that.
I did what I could.
that was, one
I
of my
missed playing
favorite
the
shows.
trombone. It was one of the highlights of my career.
Nice. Oh, okay. Well, upon further ado, though, I do have some scoops for you. I do have some substance to give you right
They
now.
sound ethereal. Let's do them.
All right. So, as I was saying earlier before, we had the ghost of Snow Cone call in.
Mhm.
Okay. Have you ever noticed that certain video game songs sound like actual songs? Or have you ever maybe said, you know what, that song kind of sounds familiar to this song or
Yeah.
something like that?
I have.
Well, would you believe there have been many, many songs in video games throughout video game history that have been inspired by actual songs?
I would believe it.
Yeah. I have one for you right now. One of them is actually the Mega Man 1 stage, Elect Man. Do you remember the Elect Man
No,
stage?
all
theme?
the Mega Man stages blend into one great chiptune soundtrack.
Well, they are good, but that song, hopefully, if we can maybe pull that up here for our viewers. The name of the stage was Elect Man for Mega Man 1.
So he ran
As our producer
polling
is.
stations to see who would win seats in government.
Yes.
Elect Man.
Yes, I think so. Well, how about Electricity Man? How about that?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that makes more sense.
But
All right.
it is known as Elect Man.
All right.
So as our producer is frantically pulling up the song right now to sample for your ears. That song.
And when I hear this song, I will know the
you
song
might,
that it's based off
you
of?
might. You'd have to be a good, huge fan of Journey.
Sure. Who's not a fan of Journey?
Absolutely, yeah. Do we have the song yet, producer? He's working on it right now. Well, that song is called, oh, here it is, Elect Man, at the end of the stage. Okay, here we go. And well, let's see if we can get some volume on that. Okay, well, it's playing right now. Hopefully you guys at home can hear that. But this song was...
It's faint, but is it Worlds Apart?
Almost. It is Faithfully.
Ah, good.
The Journey song Faithfully sounds just like this song right here. Of course,
It's faithfully the song from Ricky Bobby, right?
I believe so.
Making out on the table.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Diamond in an ice storm, all that.
Yeah. So if you were to at home play along and play the Elect Man stage at your leisure, and then play the Journey song Faithfully, you will hear a very good, sampling of that song.
It's good to know that Journey reached across the ocean to Japan to influence some Mega Man music.
Absolutely. Now, of course, this is a Capcom game, right?
Right?
Well, Capcom didn't stop there. There are many other games that Capcom put out that some of their background tracks were inspired by other songs. One of which is a more famous song used in probably one of the most popular games of all time, is Street Fighter II.
Mm-hmm. I know where this is going, I think.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the Ken stage theme. Okay, everyone, if you spend any amount of time in an arcade, especially here at Free Play in recent years, you have heard the Ken stage theme. As our producer is frantically pulling up the Ken stage theme right now as we speak. But it definitely, it starts off pretty strong, and it hits hard right off the bat.
for us.
Yeah, we have people hugging me now on live TV.
I'm very jealous.
Yes,
I have
yeah.
never had a hug from Calvin, which is a rare thing to say
I've
in this
had
arcade.
many hugs from Calvin. Calvin has hugged me many times, as well as Chris Delp, who just hugged me too. Now here comes the Ken stage.
I
now.
see our own Jeremy Withers there.
Yes, Jeremy Withers, who we will also get to here in just a moment. But that song was inspired by Cheap Tricks from the Top Gun soundtrack. Yes. That song, Mighty Wings.
Mighty Wing. I mean, that makes sense for Top Gun.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So
I believe I've heard this song played at a DJ Terminator Mike B session.
you may have.
I may have.
You may have heard this song a time or two, just to provide a nice buffer between transition set.
Who doesn't like
transitions and
Cheap
things
Trick?
like-
You throw some Surrender in there.
Yeah, absolutely. So yes, Cheap Tricks is another one. Mighty Rings, folks,
Mighty
for you
Wings.
at home. Play that, then play the Ken stage theme, and you'll be like, oh yeah, they start off almost identical. So yeah,
But that was the 90s, so nobody cared about copyright.
well.
Not like they do now.
I mean, not like they do now. I mean, of course, we can always get into hip hop music from the 90s versus today's hip hop, and
Sure.
sampling was used a lot more back
Sure,
then.
yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't say they didn't care about it. They cared, but they just they didn't let's say weren't as tight on licensing as they are now.
Sure, sure.
Everybody has to make a buck somehow. You know what I mean?
That's what I hear. Yeah.
So all right. So we have coming up now. Let's see. Coming up next, we have
Our monthly challenges.
monthly challenges. Yes.
So our arcade and pinball games of the month. So our arcade game of the month is the classic vector game Tempest. How are you at Tempest?
You know what? I do like the game Tempest. My sister enjoyed the game Tempest a lot back in the day when she would come to the arcades when I was a little kid. I can maybe, if I were to really, really try hard, I can maybe get to stage 5 or 6, but then that's about it.
Yeah.
That's about it for me. At that point, the little the little goblins or whatever. I don't know what you call them. But they
I like little goblins.
Yeah, they crawl up the screen and bam, that's it. I can't get past it. You know, I do enjoy the fact that as you like kind of go into the screen, going into the next stage,
yeah,
there could be like that just
That's
one
Star Wars
line.
teleport. Oh,
Yeah,
right,
that
right,
one
right.
line of
Take
just,
you out.
Yeah, it'll just take you out. You know, just
Yeah, that is rough.
A single
you
line.
think
will
you've
just
made
take
it, everything's okay. You didn't. One little green line that you just didn't see down there.
Yeah, and then you're done. You're done. So that's
asterisk
Tempest.
of death.
Yeah,
That'll
so,
get you.
So come up here and play some Tempest and win some prizes.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And then also, our pinball of the month is the brand new, I believe it's a Stern Black Knight Sword of Rage. So this is the third game in the Black Knight series. I believe all three of these have been Steve Ritchie games. So we had Black Knight, we had Black Knight 2000, and then I'm guessing some 15 years to 20 since 2000. I can do that math. Black Knight Sword of Rage has come out in 2019. Have you given this one a try yet? I haven't been up to Arlington. I know this is only in Arlington right now. It's not at Richardson, not at Denton.
Yes, I've seen it. I've seen our very own Ray Upshaw just go at it, hand over fist over it. So he's definitely trying to get those high scores in.
For sure.
I do believe it. Yes, it is. The reason why I have seen it is because it is next to my personal favorite pinball game of all time, Star Trek.
Next Generation. There it
which
is. Yeah, I see a
you
Picard face.
Yes, which you
We're
are.
going to keep circling back to Next Generation.
I mean, you were the co-star on that. I mean,
That's true. That's true. I did sit in my seat in the very Riker way. No one was here. The cameras weren't on, but trust me, it happened.
For those of you who don't know, in my phone, he is listed as #1.
Good.
When he texts me or something, it says #1. I know exactly who it is contacting me at that point in time. So those are our monthly challenges.
Those
folks.
are our monthly challenges.
Come up here to either free play location, wherever the game is for that month, and then take a shot.
I would imagine Tempest is going to be at all of the locations. I can't speak for Denton. I'm sure Tempest is at both Arlington and Richardson. So come, set a high score, take a picture, post it on the community group, and whoever's got the top score at the end wins a prize. Otherwise, just taking your photo, getting your score up, you're going to get some points. All those points add up to the end, and we'll have our big yearly celebration in January. So,
Speaking of competitions, what we have coming up now is a recap of some of our recent tournaments. Okay, so one of which is a Tuesday Night Fights, where we had JoJo's Bizarre Adventure take place in Arlington.
We had Akon was here about a month ago, I think, at Fair Park, and we Free Play had their huge Japanese-based arcade set up, and one of those games was JoJo's, and that CPS cartridge ended up at Arlington for at least a month now, and who knows for how long moving forward.
Yeah, CPS3.
CPS3, thank you.
CPS3, as a matter of fact. So we had coming out champion Cloud Allen and Dylan Smith.
We may hear his name again later in the show.
Yeah, more on that probably a little later for our little buddy Dylan Smith. And coming up second place was Carissa and Logan Sharp. Third place in that one was Travis and Ernest Jammer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, those are our top three for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now, I hear great things about this game.
Have you tried it?
I have tried it once at home, actually.
Okay, all right.
There's obviously like a show on it and, all these things. It's definitely probably a more popular underground fighting game, if you will.
Sure, yeah.
And
beautiful art style. This is, I played this game a little bit with Dylan a few weeks back, the champion, and it's an interesting game in that there's kind of two modes for every character. So your super is more of some other version's going to kick on. And there's our champion there.
There's Dylan.
Staying away from the camera.
There's Dylan with his free play sticker proudly on his chest. And there's just our fearless leader, Chris Delp, talking with various participants of that Tuesday Night Fights event. Also, we've had, matter of fact, last Sunday, we had our Sunday tournament, which is our Super Street Fighter II Super Turbo
That's a lot of
tournament.
supers in there. That's fine.
Yes,
That's good.
that's why many people call it just ST.
ST is easier.
Yeah, Super
Yeah.
Turbo, right? And that took place last Sunday.
Mhm.
Okay,
Here we see local favorite youngster Sonic Matt
yeah, Sonic Matt.
constantly getting better and better with his Guile. His spacing with Guile is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, Sonic Matt, who is amazingly enough foregoing his homework to concentrate on Super
This
Turbo.
is homework, sir.
Yeah. This is his homework for Free Play Arcade, but his school homework, who knows, right? But
That's
hopefully
right.
he's doing great in school as well.
Yeah.
But yes, Sonic Matt, who is, how old is he? Like 11? Something like that?
I feel like maybe he's a little bit old. No, yeah, I think 11 might be right.
He's around 11, give or take a year or so. But here he is playing against our very own and experienced gamer, D. Owls.
Yeah.
And you know what? Sonic Matt, who's won a couple of children's tournaments in ST recently.
Is almost always, if not number 1, number 2
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
those kids tournaments. And I mean, obviously, my big memory with Sonic Matt is him versus Yaya at the Spring Series and actually taking a round off Yaya.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah, Yaya, who is a legendary Japanese Super Turbo player.
Of Guile.
Of Guile,
Yeah.
as a matter of fact. And, he definitely – and Sonic Matt took out a couple of adults in this past tournament here. And here you have right here the
This is our final.
this is our final
Yeah.
where our buddy Noun,
Making a
drives
drive
in.
from Kansas.
who drives in from Kansas, folks. Yes. He has the love of this game so much that he drives in from Kansas to here, Richardson, Texas, to play with us as often as he can.
And I'll tell you what, if you need to know anything about Super Turbo, and I'm sure a host of other games, that is the man who will be happy to tell you more information than you would ever possibly be able to take in one sit down. And he is just a huge amount of knowledge, and it's great to have him in the group.
Yeah. Coming up in second in this one is the man you also see on the screen right now, my Bullet Club brother Jesse James, who is the claw player right there. And then coming up third was yours truly, me.
Wow, that's.
Yes.
Is there a correction here? I was led to believe that that's called the Dirty Claw. Is there such thing as just a claw player?
Well, depends who you ask.
All right.
It depends who you ask, right?
All
Of course, for those of you who are wondering why we're saying Claw and not Vega, or even looking at the screen and seeing Barlog's name on the screen, well, this is the Japanese version of Super Turbo, and in Japan, Vega, as we know him, is called Balrog.
Yes.
So to basically make one universal name that both American and Japanese players know and understand, they use the word claw.
Neither one of them looking like a giant flame monster, though. Would you agree?
Yes, I would agree on that one as well. Now, not only that, we also did have Marvel vs. Capcom at a recent Tuesday Night Fights event.
One, not two, not three.
Yes.
The original Marvel vs. Capcom.
This is the original Marvel vs. Capcom that set off a wave of popularity for this game, for this particular franchise. And there's my buddy right there, Chito, who's never without a smile, much less a beer in his hand, except for when he's playing right now.
Where he has neither.
where he has neither, because he's actually trying to concentrate.
That's true. That's true.
But my man Chito right there, that dude is, you ever want a good time, you just go find him. He'll show you a good time.
Indeed. So we had our champions there, Dominique with the heavy favorite, Mr. Alex Alejandro.
Yes, Don Alex is what I call him.
I agree.
All right. And then we also did have more action. We had Pinball Monday.
We had Pinball Monday up in Arlington, first Monday of every month. And there is our champion, Warren Joe.
Yeah. I've yet to participate in one of these
I've
things.
yet to touch the pin. It looks like it's just growing as it gathers strength as the weeks go on.
I think with all the awesome pinball players that are playing pinball, as they touch the big shiny ball, it just grows with more and more power.
And if you look closely, you will see fearless leader Chris Delp
Taking a
reflected in the pinball.
Yes.
That's an Easter egg is what we call that.
That is an Easter egg, yes. Right in front of the Metal Slug and Mappy cabinets.
And that night, so that is, you play a host of pinball games, and 3 strikes and you're out. And our top 3 finishers were Warren Joe, Don Murky, and Zach Carter.
I think maybe I'll give that a shot if I get a tip that Star Trek Next Generation will be in on it. Because
I mean, if it's a pinball game at Arlington, I'm pretty sure it's fair game. It's just all going to come down to the lottery of what you land on. So
this is true. Yeah, this is true. This is true. All right. So speaking of more tournaments, I myself just got in from Houston.
How are your arms?
Houston,
are they tired?
They're big.
Okay. All right.
No, but me and a host of local Super Turbo players went down to Houston this past weekend to participate in the Game of Dreams Esports Arcade Super Turbo Tournament.
All right.
There was 6 of us that went. And would you believe, as you see on the graphic right here,
you were all in the top 20.
Close.
Top 10.
We 5 out of the 6 of us took the top 5 spots.
Unbelievable.
Of the Houston Super Turbo Tournament. There's a group shot of us later at the end of the night.
There's a few familiar faces that we were just looking at.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And guess what? Guess who the winner was in this tournament?
Could it be the man in the yellow shirt there?
That is the man in the yellow shirt. Now he won this
Unbelievable.
one again. And then in second place this time was our very own before mentioned boat guy, Mr. Jeremy Withers
right there,
himself.
dead center.
Dead center. And then guess who came in third?
Was it you?
That was me
Taking
again.
third again.
Third place again. How about that?
That is your spot.
That seems to be
cemented.
my spot right there. But yes, there it is. There's some of the participants right there from this past weekend's tournament down there in Houston. It was a great time. That's an awesome
how
venue.
much of a turnout did they have there?
Well, they had 26 people.
Nice
for that one.
Yeah.
You know, and it's all, of course, there's a lot of people from, of course, Houston. We also had our other Super Turbo legends from Austin come in, Haas and Jumpsuit Jesse.
Sure, yeah.
You know, they came down for the event as well to Houston, and I mean,
it's Texas. There's no drive that's too long.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. Yeah, and of course, those guys, of course, are very well known in the Super Turbo scene. You know, big shout out to all those guys down there that put on a fantastic tournament for us. And speaking of tournaments, Free Play, ironically enough, has another Super Turbo tournament coming up.
It does.
September 7th.
Yes.
In Arlington. $500 will be on the line right there, folks.
A special guest?
We do have a special guest coming in. Probably the hopefully a future Red Accents guest before the tournament.
You might have to get a wider angle camera. There's a lot of hair.
There's a lot of hair.
Yeah.
Fromo is his name, folks. Fromo is his name. He is a phenomenal Blanca player in Super Turbo 2.
The best Blanca player I've ever seen, for sure.
Hands down,
he
the best
does
one I've
things
ever
with
seen.
Blanca. The speed and the agility, it's absolutely amazing to watch.
I did play him at this year's Spring Series tournament, and it didn't last long.
No. In tournament or casuals, a little bit of both?
It was casuals.
Yeah.
And it was over in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he can close the ground with Blanca like nothing I've seen.
And I've never seen anyone play like that, and it was really awesome. And I can't wait to have him here, you know, and you know, just wreck shop.
Excellent.
So stay tuned for more on that later.
And continuing our Free Play takeover this past weekend was the Let's Play Gaming Expo.
Yes.
In Irving / Las Colinas. It's the Irving Center in Las Colinas.
The Irving Convention Center in Las Colinas.
And our very own winner of so many things, Mr. Dylan Smith, right there in the middle, walked away with Chris Wilson. Chris Delp was the winner. Thank you.
Well, everybody won something, it seems like. Chris Delp won the Wizard tournament.
Oh, yes.
Dylan won the...
he won a cabinet.
He won a cabinet.
Yep.
Which makes now the 4th year in a row that a Free Play arcade player has brought home an official arcade cabinet from the Let's Play Gaming Expo. The first 2 was by Chris Delp.
Right.
Last year's cabinet was a Street Fighter II cabinet. Guess who won that one?
3rd place winner, Mike Beltran.
Where I came in first in that one to bring home an actual life-size arcade
Rainbow
machine.
edition.
Yes, Rainbow edition of Street Fighter II.
And then also on the left on this photo, I believe that was none other than Wizard Star, actor who played Jimmy Woods.
Yes. He was there. He was
Absolutely
there.
amazing.
Can you believe that? You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Dylan also, he won a Neo Geo cabinet.
Right.
So, you know, I mean, that's 4 years in a row now. Can you imagine, you know, who's going to win it next year? I don't know.
And now begins his life of hunting down Neo Geo carts to put in the cabinet.
Yeah. Or sell it to me.
Dylan, if you're listening, Mike B is in the market for a Neo Geo cab.
We'll talk later, Dylan. I do already have two.
One slot, you think?
I do already have two carts at home. So. All right. So coming up next, folks.
Yes.
We have.
So we have some Tuesday night fights that are coming up.
Yes, we do. We have some Tuesday night fights coming up.
Tomorrow night in Arlington.
Tomorrow night, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Now, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is a. We're trying to build up that scene, folks.
Yeah.
If you know anything about Mortal Kombat and the early days of Mortal Kombat, especially 2 and 3,
Yeah.
come out to Arlington tomorrow night. We have phenomenal players in both 2 and 3.
Anybody can back low punch and throw a spear.
Exactly.
You know?
Anybody can do that.
Yep.
You know, for those maybe more advanced players, they could do maybe a run jab.
Yeah.
And Mortal Kombat 3. And then,
endlessly a run jab.
Yeah, and then win a tournament. You know, I myself may or may not be there. I don't know. Just kind of depends on the schedule for tomorrow.
Sure.
But we will have a great turnout for Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. You know, two good players that we have already. Paul Brown and Big Keith Tucker.
Yeah.
You know, those two right there. They're usually, if not 1 and 2, first to second place
sure.
all the time.
For sure.
For any of our Mortal Kombats. Hopefully.
Always having a good time, too.
Oh, yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
is, yeah.
You know, also hopefully our very own Brandon Coles, B. Coles with the flex.
When
hopefully
is the last time we saw Brandon Coles?
Well, he's too busy flexing at home.
Yeah, he was there for Spring Series.
Yeah, he was.
UMK3 was featured.
He was.
So,
he
yeah.
was. So, yeah, definitely come on out for that. And we also have this week Third Strike Thursday. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, the ever popular also.
Yes.
Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. You have your Super Turbo. You also have your Third Strike
Yep.
here at Free Play Arcade. And this Thursday is another monthly for that, which also will lead down the road into next year the big Jazzy Circuit World Championship.
How about
World
that?
Championship that will take place right here at Free Play Arlington.
No doubt a Spring Series and a Jazzy Circuit.
Yeah.
Two huge funny game tournaments.
Two
coming.
huge fighting game tournaments will be happening next summer. And then, oh, look, there goes our fearless leader, Chris Delp, running away. You know. All right, so coming up next,
Yes.
we are about to interview our guest this week.
Yeah.
All right. Here you Hey, we're on. All right.
We are back.
Hey, look at that. We just came back from the dead just like that.
Like a snow cone.
Yes. Shut up.
Okay.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, our very own Lee Ray right here. This guy has so many talents. I don't think we have enough time to really cover everything. But Lee helped us edit many promo videos for Tuesday Night Fights.
And for the Spring Series.
And for Spring Series, yes. Lee is also in a group called
Her name is Karma.
Look
Yeah.
at that. Look at Lee right there, man. And we will touch on all those topics here in just a moment. First off, Lee, welcome back to Free Play Arcade.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's been a little while. So.
Yeah, it's been a little while. How are things?
Good. Just been busy with the band, obviously. Actually, this week we are actually recording new songs, 2 new tracks for our EP. Yeah.
Really?
Fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and plug those real quick?
Sure.
Yeah. Go ahead and talk about your new projects coming out.
So as far as band goes,
Yeah,
or
bands,
with,
yeah.
right now, like I said, we're recording 2 new tracks. We have actually total 6 songs actually ready to go, but recording's expensive and it's time consuming.
Sure.
We all have day jobs and everything.
Right,
and,
yeah.
not quite at the star, status yet, just to focus just on that
Yeah,
and
right
everything. We're taking a little break, obviously, from shows to work on new music, and so we'll be playing and everything again later in the fall. It's a little colder and everything. We just don't want to get stale playing every other week or so. But I'm excited though.
Yeah,
Some new material, and yeah, can't wait.
What instrument do you play?
I play bass guitar and provide backing vocals. Yeah.
There you go. And what genre is?
It's a mix. It's definitely like in the rock category, some alternative post hardcore elements. We just play what we like. I mean, we just whip up something if it sounds good. We try not to be like in one category. We just play what sounds good to us.
There you go.
Yeah.
I know one of your songs was featured during Spring Series.
Yes, actually.
Yeah, so that was great. Yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate you guys letting our music be a part of that.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And me personally, I love some good bass guitar.
Oh yeah.
I love to just kind of just get, just sit back with a nice cold one, just hear some good bass guitar going.
I knew I always liked you.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, man. We connect on more ways than one.
Oh yeah.
Man, let me tell you. So tell us, how did you get involved with Free Play? In the beginning?
Actually through Chase. He saw, because I used to do just special effects editing videos like on my free time. It was a hobby. I thought it was cool, like being able to shoot a fireball in a video. So I self-taught myself in After Effects. Yeah. And Chase, he reached out to me. He was like, "Hey, you do this stuff, right? So you do like?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so he wanted me to come out, and he sent me I think the first video he was trying to imitate Akuma's Raging Demon. Yes. And so it was kind of silly, without any special effects. Nicholas picked him up and acted like he was gliding across the screen and everything. So I did a little thing with that, and then Chris, he saw it and he liked it, and so they asked me to come in and just start doing videos. So I was doing that for like every Tuesday at Night Fight, and a couple of I think there was like an all girls night. I did a couple of those as well.
Yeah, there was a ladies' night.
Ladies' night. Yeah. There was one with the T-Rex. I don't know if you saw that one.
Yeah, that is a fantastic one.
Yeah, that was actually one of my favorite ones.
That was so good. So tell us a little bit about favorite arcade games or anything like that you may have.
I probably have to go with Street Fighter. Yeah. I'm
I've
not
seen
that good
you play.
as you guys are, but I like it though.
I've seen you play, man. You can definitely throw some fireballs.
And as we've learned, there's at least 2 people better than Mike most times.
Yes, most times. Just 2 though.
Sadly, I'm not one of them, but I would like to be. So that's good.
Soon. I can show you the way, my friend.
Yeah.
The
God is brutal.
Well, that's to each his own. I won't go into too much detail on that, just because it's not about me this time. It's about my man Lee right here. All right. So, let's see. What else, other than maybe the T-Rex one, what other famous promo videos you like? I have a couple that come to my mind already.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
There was one where I was getting ready to shoot one with you guys, and matter of fact, this is it.
Here
this
we
is
are.
it right here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one. That was Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah. And like, I saw you do. Oh, look at that, man! That looks so cool right there. Look at Nicholas. Yeah.
I always feel silly because you don't see what you're doing. Obviously, you have to add in the effects and everything later, and so you're acting it out, and so people are looking at you like you're crazy because they have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. So see, a lot of these right here, I remember because when I would see you move, I was like, you know what? He moves like he knows what he's doing.
Oh, yeah. I always assume that you have a bit of training.
And then, like, one day I saw you do a kick, an actual, like, a couple of kicks at Nicholas, and I was like, oh, my God, he's about to kill Nicholas.
Yeah, well, I did study martial arts, Shaolin Kung Fu.
Oh, yeah. This will definitely show some of it.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is right there.
Got to work on your parries.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Yeah, so you were studying.
Yeah, Shaolin Kung Fu for 3 years. So, yeah, I have some, a little bit of moves. I'm not saying like I'm a professional and everything. But
yeah, but that muscle memory sticks around.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So I like to call this the wake-up parries.
There's Sean. Could have just blocked that. That's so good. Yeah.
And of course, you provide an excellent Shao Kahn voice. So,
oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I did a little voice acting, took some classes, so. Yeah, it was fun. I like doing voices and everything. And what I love about this is I can just be creative with it. I mean, just give me a topic and I'll make some kind of video out of it. But yeah, I enjoy doing this stuff. It's time consuming for sure, but the results are rewarding.
Yeah, absolutely. And, just like I said earlier, folks, this man has many talents.
I'm sure you've had many moments just sitting there by yourself late at night laughing at your computer.
Oh,
I know
do?
I have. Yeah, that's just how it goes.
Yeah.
When something finally clicks and it's just working, and
Yeah. This one right here, this is actually the one that came to mind.
Oh yeah, it's the one with the cheesy overdub, and
Yeah.
it was kind of a reference to the Bruce Lee. Was it The Last Dragon, I believe? Like when he steps on that guy, like at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's right here. And Nicholas jumps on me.
Yeah. This is it right here. Yeah. That's so good. Yeah. Oh my God, that's so good. So, let's see. So, are you guys gonna go on maybe like do local shows or anything with the band?
But
You know?
say it again.
Are you guys gonna do like any local shows, like performing anywhere? Do you think?
Locally, oh yeah, definitely. It's just so once you get this recording done, then we can just start looking because one of our guitarists, he has a lot of connections. He sees a lot of shows, so we're trying to find some new venues because we've been playing at kind of like the same venues, like Curtain Club, but they closed down recently.
Yes.
So we're
No,
Yes,
yeah,
really?
yeah,
I hadn't
back
heard
in
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was like last month. I think.
Yeah, I think last month was
Yeah.
their
Oh, man.
like last days in operation.
Yeah.
But I think they were going to move it like around the corner in Deep Ellum.
Oh,
or
really?
something.
Really? I
I
thought
heard
they were shutting it
something
down.
along those
Yeah.
lines. I
Oh,
don't know how
okay.
true that is, but I do frequent Deep Ellum myself. 'cause
Okay. Yeah,
I
that's right,
I do
yeah.
DJ at Twilight Lounge. you know, here and there.
Okay. So you know what's going on.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm well connected with the Deep Ellum community. But I think they were going to move it like on the next street over or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah. What other venues have you done
Well,
so far or
see, we-
want to do?
Well, I mean, just other parts in Dallas. Maybe some places in Fort Worth. Fort Worth has a pretty good band like music scene, but definitely Denton. It's all about the music up there. A lot of open mic type stuff, and just people
Yeah,
are rolling the
yeah.
music up there. So I just want to do I just don't want to do like the same like shows in the same venues over and over because like when your friends come out and see you, it's like, oh, you're playing here again, and
Yeah.
so it's, I just don't want to get like stagnant.
Yeah,
and also
absolutely.
want to have new songs and also play somewhere where we have like longer time slots because usually it's like 30 minutes, but we have more than 30 minutes worth of songs. It's kind of
Sure.
frustrating because we're sitting there trying to figure out, all right, what do you want to play? Like
Your
maybe
best
we can-
30 minutes worth of
Yeah.
songs. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of songs you just want to hear, the crowd's, response to if they like it,
Sure.
don't like it, so it would be nice to have like longer sets wherever we play as
Yeah.
well.
So what some of your shows that you've done recently? What are some of your favorite shows that you've done?
See, my favorite show, it was for a funny reason. The Battle of the Bands. We didn't win. What was cool about it though, because we stood out in a way, like a good way, because all the bands, it was a lot of like just heavy like screaming type stuff, and I was kind of just listening in the people who came in, and they were just kind of irritated because that's all that was playing, and we actually sing. There's like maybe a little bit of screaming in our songs, but it was mostly singing. And so I'm hearing like friends and families of these bands are out there like I have no idea what they're saying. But no offense to people who like that music. I mean, I listen from time to time, but I don't know if I can listen to it like the whole night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah, and so we got like a lot of just good remarks from people. They're like, hey, it was nice to see a band that actually like sings and we can understand what they're saying. So I'm just sitting there just screaming and people trying to start mosh pits, and because it was the crowd that was there. It was like all a range of people. We have people's moms there and grandmothers there to support the kids.
Yeah, man.
You're trying to mosh,
Well-known
the poor
mosh
lady.
pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if grandma wants to get in on that. So.
Yeah, that reminds me of, oh gosh, there was a hip hop show I went to maybe a year and a half ago or something, and it was, oh my God, who was it? It may have been Slick Rick. No, it wasn't Slick Rick. I can't think of who the headliner was. No. It was, oh God, it was Too Short. It was Too Short at Gas Monkey. And, I guess the opening, I got there a little late, but the opening act was, just some kid, right?
Yeah.
Local kid and stuff. And me and my buddies were there. And I look over and there's literally like, I'm not kidding, grandma and mom, which I think was the grandma and mom of the kid that was playing.
Yeah.
And it's just them two, and I'm looking all around, and I see, everyone else that would attend a Too Short show, and then there they are. And a little bit later, they're over there just, jamming out to it and everything. It's like, oh, man, that's cool, man. That's support right there, man. Man, that's so cool.
A grandma out there with the support.
Oh, yeah, I'll never forget that. And a little bit later, I look over, and sure enough, the mom had like a big, tall boy in hand. She was drinking. I was like, wow, that's awesome. The grandma wasn't drinking though, but the mom was. Like, man, that's all right, man. That's really cool right there. Have you ever seen? Well, other than the one you just shared right now, have you ever seen any odd, people that stand out for whatever reason at any concerts or anything like that you go to?
Actually, well, It was in a previous band I was in. It was like some of the same members that in the current band were in this other band, and it was another event with a bunch of bands that showed up. And the band that was playing, if you can call it that, it started okay. They were playing some kind of electronic stuff, and I was kind of getting into it. And then all of a sudden, this guy pulls out this mat. That the guy, he was like running the equipment and everything, and everyone's like, "What is he doing?" And he brings out like some like iodine or like alcohol or something, and people are like, "Really? Like, what's going on?" And he starts cutting himself on stage.
Yes.
Like,
wow.
And so everyone in the front row is like moving back because he's rubbing the blood on him, and everyone was just freaked out. It just seemed so out of place and unexpected.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was so weird.
But way to up the competition early. I mean, then you're under pressure.
Yeah,
to do,
yeah. All right, guys, we gotta cut ourselves. Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome, man.
It was so random and unexpected. People were just like caught off guard. Like, what is this? Like,
I have
performance art. That's what we call that.
I guess
art.
so. Man, I'm pretty sure the bar filled up with people at that point.
Yeah,
like, man, forget this. Let's go have another drink.
Yeah, I hope that blood was like pathogen free and everything. You know.
Wow. Jeez, man. That was so cool. So how long you been playing bass guitar? And how'd you get into that?
Funny story, actually. So I've been playing roughly about 7 years on the bass. I played other instruments like in high school. I started out playing trombone, switched to bass clarinet, contrabass clarinet, and then I played the standard B-flat clarinet marching band. Yeah. And so with the bass, I'm a big fan of the Smashing Pumpkins, like the original, not like what they're doing right now.
Yeah.
And so there was a song I liked by them. It's called Set the Rate to Jerry.
Yes.
And the bass and drums, they drive that song. And I love that the bass line so much that I was like, hey, I need to learn this. And so I went to a music store and just bought like a cheap little, I think it was like under $100 the bass.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and so I self-taught myself the song, and I'm like, now what? And so a former friend at the time, he was like, hey, we have a band. You play bass, right? You should come out. And I'm like, I didn't say I was a bass player. I just know how to play this one song.
I have this one song.
And so I'm making all these excuses not to come out and jam with them. I'm like, oh, sorry, I don't have gas. I'm not feeling well. There's every excuse in the book. And so I finally go out there, and they liked me, and so I just stuck with it. So now I kind of play more by ear.
Okay.
Now, so I just listen and just jam along though. But that's how it started. I mean, I just liked one song, and I just wanted to learn that bass line. And all of a sudden, they think I'm a bass player. It's like, come out.
There you go. Hey, sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah. So I just
was it a hard transition to go from like clarinet to bass, or was it kind of I kind of know these notes already. I can make it sound like this, or.
It was easier, actually. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. There was less maintenance as well. Like I had so many problems with my clarinets. Just keys would stop working, and they're expensive to get them repaired.
Oh wow.
But if something goes down with my bass, usually I can fix it myself.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy. Like less components.
Yeah.
Compared to a clarinet.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And plus, it's more fun. I mean, clarinet. I mean, it's clarinet. I know.
Yeah.
I just
probably not going to get on stage at a battle of the bands.
Jam out. Yeah. It was very silly because. Back in marching band, we're trying to play really loud, but we're being overshadowed by the brass instruments who can play louder. Just woodwind instruments just don't really play that loud. Maybe saxophones, but flute and clarinet, you're not really heard on the field.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. I can tell you this: I'd rather have a nice beer listening to some bass than having a nice beer listening to some clarinet.
That's usually most of my nights: beer and just riding bass lines.
There you go. All right. So, does the band have like a Facebook group page?
Yeah, we have Facebook. Our current EP is actually on iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play.
Okay.
Yeah, but definitely check us out on Facebook if you guys out there haven't yet.
Is there a Twitter too, or anything else with it, or just Facebook right now?
Facebook. We do have Instagram.
Instagram.
As well.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Haven't got to Twitter yet. Working on it, but not quite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, there it is. Her name is Karma, right there. All right. Well, anything else you want to share with us before we wrap up this nice episode of Red Accent?
No, I just appreciate you guys having me here. It's a pleasure, and it's always fun doing videos for Free Play and just hanging out with you guys. So I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, you're always welcome here.
Yeah, absolutely.
I always don't. I dig your stuff, man. Like I need to talk with you more at some point, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, folks, we're about to wrap things up here in just a couple of minutes, but coming up next, we do have Killer Queen Monthly or Monday coming up. What else do we have going on, Josh?
I have a prepared remark here. So let's see. I just want to say thanks for taking the journey with us. Nicholas G, The Wise, producing, Mike B, Of course, the ghost of Snow Cone Scoops, R.I.P. Maybe.
Unauthorized nickname.
Yep. Totally authorized. As always, Godfather Chris Delp, Free Play Arcade, our special guest Lee. And we'll be back in 2 weeks. By we, I mean Mike B probably, and Chase most likely.
Yeah, very likely Chase, yes.
And,
our special guest Fromo.
And our special guest Fromo possibly. And you're going to be revealing games 995 through 990 in your top 1,000, including WoW, the Bob Ortegel story, the movie, the game, and Sim Superfan 2000 ringside jersey wearing edition.
Nobody knows what that is.
We all know that.
No, they don't.
I'm Josh Featherstone.
Oh, my God.
Signing off. Thank you, Lee.
Thank you.
All right, folks.
All right.
We'll see you next time. Mike B, we're signing off. See ya.
Some well-timed spam there.
Red accents, red accents, red accents. This is the only time I'm going to do this. Red accents, red accents.